Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Crafting Adventures with Amy. This is a little bit different video. I know in the past I've said, it kind of echoes here, I'm doing my video upstairs. In the past I've mentioned that I do in-home daycare. And also in the past, like, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, I made a bunch of the girls that I had here for daycare ponchos. I crocheted a bunch of ponchos. Well, now, some of them daycare, the siblings, the girls, of those girls, their siblings are getting old enough, and one of them is moving to a different area and had mentioned how they packed up her sister's poncho when they were moving. And it kind of brought up in my head that, you know, I really should make the siblings, the younger girls, a poncho. So I'm working on doing that. You're going to see multiple, I'm going to be in maybe even different spots in my house. And those videos are all going to be put together because I'm making different ponchos for the different girls. And I'm trying to do a little snippet of a video after I get 1 or 2 done. And then I'm going to send them home with the girls. Now the first one I've already sent home because she was so excited. And I had it done a week or so ago. And I can't just hold on to it that long. The girls, these girls got to help. They got to pick their own colors that they wanted. If it's multiple colors, then they got to pick the pattern of the colors, what color went first, second, third, fourth. And so they really had a lot of input on these. The girls year before did not get to have that much input. Now I do realize that I forgot my yarn that I had left over from the ones I made. So I'm going to pause it for a minute and I'll be right back. I'm going to grab it. Okay, I'm back. Now the first poncho I made, I just used acrylic yarn. I don't really have the yarns up here. I already put them back downstairs in my yarn area. I'm going to show you the picture because I don't have the poncho. And then I did take a couple pictures with the girl wearing it. Now, I will put something over her face because it's not my children, so I cannot share their faces on here. They're all very excited for them. I can guarantee you that, but I can't share their faces on YouTube. So, the first one is this right here, this pattern. And it is the Bohemian Blues by Drops. It's a Drops pattern. You can see right here, Drops design. Now this pattern is free online. Again, I used just multiple, she picked her own colors, and gosh, I can't even remember what they were. Black, gray, and blue, I think, are the 3 colors. I limited them to 3 colors because otherwise they would have picked every color in the rainbow. So she had 3 colors to pick from. And so you'll see that in the pictures that I put on after this little segment. I'll put on the pictures from hers and then the other 2 girls. So then the next poncho I made, so that was the first one. The next one I made is a pattern off of YouTube. And the poncho is called Rainbow Drops Hooded Poncho. Now when I show you the picture, it'll say for Grace. Grace is the little girl I made it for. That is not in the actual name of the pattern. That's just on my paper because I printed out a paper with the picture and a couple notes so I will remember what I did. So here's what the pattern looks like on YouTube. If you look up Hooded Drops, Rainbow Drops Hooded Poncho, not for Grace. So there, if you look up that title, this picture should come up and it'll have writing on there. And it is by, the channel name is Baby Crochet Designs YouTube channel. Now I did make a few notes, I'll kind of read them here. On that video tutorial, there was no sound, no talking, no music, no nothing. But she did have, you know, each row printed on the screen so you could see what to do. You could read it and do it, but there was no, you know, she didn't say what she was doing, no sound. There were multiple sizes available, and there was like you know, sometimes your words just don't come to you. A screen where you could pause it and then figure out which one you needed to make. And then in parentheses, you know, it's all on there. You just have to look. I don't want to print out every little thing. Now I changed a few things on this pattern. So I'll show you this one again. Then I'll tell you what I did differently. It turned out really cute. And this little girl, she's 2, almost 3, and she's so stinking excited. And her favorite color is pink. Pink, pink, pink. So here is her poncho. I love this poncho. It turned out so cute. Now again, after this segment, I'll have a picture of her wearing it. I'm going to take the picture tomorrow. She's so excited to take it home tomorrow. So, but this is hers. I'll show you up close. I did twisted fringe on it. I did twisted fringe on the very first one too, that drops pattern. But I love doing twisted fringe, and especially for kids, because they're not going to pick it out as easily. Regular fringe, in my opinion, loosens up on items and kind of falls out. So, especially little kids wouldn't know how to take care of it. And then there's a tie. They had pom-poms on it. Well, I didn't really want to do that either, because I don't have good luck with pom-poms. They also fall apart. You pick at the yarn enough, and some little kids are pickers. They like to pick at stuff. So I just did kind of like a curly thing on the end of each one. And that's just a little tie. It doesn't go around the hood. It goes around the neckline. So you can kind of cinch up the neckline a little bit. So yeah, so here's the hood. And again, you'll see some pictures, some cute pictures, I'm sure. Except you can't see her face. She's such a cute little one. But here's the back of the hood. And you do it, you know, full hood, and then you hook it together at the top. But you really can't see what I did to hook it together. I kind of did my own thing. So, and here's the back of the poncho. You can kind of see it. So yeah, she's so this has been like a favorite one of mine. I know she's very excited to get it tomorrow. And then I washed them. I like to wash them before I send it home with them, you know, just to make sure nothing's gonna fall apart, and then it smells so nice too, and she's excited for that. Okay, and she got to help put it in the washing machine during the day today, so that was fun for her. So the third one I'm going to show, and this is the last one for today, but remember, I'm going to add more little videos onto this one, so I'll be in different clothes. I don't know if I'll be upstairs here or back downstairs. Who knows where I'll be. So the next one I did, it's called Shells of One Color poncho. And here's the picture. Now remember, I showed the girls some different pictures of different pattern ideas. For this for Grace, for the one I just showed you, I just made hers. She didn't really get a choice, but she loves it. But the older girls, I'm letting them do a little bit of picking, because, you know, they're old enough. And it just shows kind of the side view and the back there, and then the front. Different colors that they did too. Now this person, it's Shells of One Color poncho by Joanna Martinez. And she does have a website as well, and it's www.joannamartinez.com. On her website, she has more information about, I'm sure, I didn't go to her website and look. I followed the tutorial on YouTube. She also has the written pattern on Etsy and on Ravelry, and it's in 4 different sizes. But I just followed the tutorial. It was a really easy tutorial to follow. So let me show you that one. And again, they picked their own colors. And I think I have it inside out, so let's switch it around. I thought I already switched it around, but I guess not. Okay, so here is the one, and her name is Lauren. Here is Lauren's poncho, and she picked out pink and purple and gray. And she had said on the poncho, she told me she wanted 2 gray, 1 pink, 1 purple, because it's done from this way down. So 2 gray, a pink and a purple, 2 gray, a pink and a purple. I forgot to do that for the hat, for the hood part. And I told her, but of course she's fine with it. She loves it. She got to touch it, and we tried it on multiple times today. She's older, she's in school, but we did this morning and then this afternoon too. So here is her poncho. Kind of show you. And again, I'll have some pictures. I'm gonna take some pictures tomorrow with her wearing it tomorrow afternoon, and I'll add them to the end of this video, this part. And then I just did white around the hood. In the photo, they have like white fuzzy stuff around the hood on that bottom picture. I thought, and I know I have some fuzzy white stuff, but it's made in polyester, and I didn't know if it was real washable and dryable. And I don't want to send something home with the kids for a parent to have to take care of and have it be something hard to take care of. So now this one here too, you made the hood and then you hooked it together. And again, I kind of did my own thing. I know that they showed it, but this just kind of worked for me. So that's kind of the top of the hood, and it just kind of blends right in. The inside does have a little bit of a ridge on the inside at the hood, but that's okay. So yeah, so that is the third poncho that I'm going to talk about for this part of the video. Here's the back. I will say this second one is my favorite right now. I don't know, the pattern is awesome. It was really easy, and I don't know, I just like this one. But that's it for now. I'm going to add I'll add pictures after this on this video, and then I'll do another video when I get a couple more done. Okay, see you in the next section of the video. Bye-bye. Okay, so I took my camera down and turned around and I realized I didn't even show you guys what yarn I used. Now everything is all acrylic yarn that can be washed and dried. But for the one for Lauren, the multicolored one, I used upside down sweet rolls. And I had 4 of them, and I used 2.5, or a little bit under 2.5 for hers. And this color, it's a Premier Yarns, and the color is Raspberry Swirl. So yeah, and that was for this one here. The color changes on it, just was all so cute. And again, this little girl loves pink, so when I found that downstairs in my yarn stuff for her, she just loved it. The white around the hood is just Big Twist white yarn. And then the one for Lauren, the gray is Gray Heather, Red Heart, Gray Heather. And the white around the hood, again, is just the Big Twist white. The purple, it doesn't have a label on it. It was like a mystery, like a mill end. I think that's what I should call it. A mill end bag. So it's 4-weight acrylic, but it was out of a mill end. So I can't really tell you the name, the brand, anything more about it. I know it's acrylic. And then the pink is it's a lightweight 3, but it worked out really well. I was worried that I would have to hold 2 of them together, but that was just getting too bulky. I started with that. And the neat thing about that is the name of the yarn is called Lauren Basics. I think I got it from Hirschner's a while ago. I'm not 100% sure though. But again, it's 100% acrylic yarn, and it is a 3-weight. But it worked out really good. So that's the yarns I used. I had them sitting here too after I went and got them, and I totally forgot to show them. So that's all the yarns I used for those. And again, the very first one was just acrylic yarns as well. All right, now I'll see you in the next segment with more ponchos. Hey everyone, I'm back with another poncho. This is number 4 for my daycare girls. I'm gonna try not to touch the table because it's shaking the camera when I was touching it before. So now this one, the pattern is from Yarn Inspirations. They have a YouTube channel, and there's a tutorial for it. And then they also have where you can go on their webpage and you can print out the pattern or just look at it from there. It's a PDF pattern. So it's from Burnett, which is, Burnett has a yarn line. And it's just called a girls crochet poncho. And it is done, it's like a granny square pattern. See if I can kind of get the front of it. I've had it folded up for a couple days here. So yeah, here's this one. I can back up so you can see it. I'll hold them down. Yeah, so here's this pattern, this poncho. Now the pattern, their pattern does not have a hood on it. And this little girl wanted a hood on her poncho. So then I also found the lady, I have notes down here I'm looking at. Jonah Martinez that I used her pattern for one of the other ponchos. She also has a tutorial on her channel on how to crochet a poncho hood. And it just happened to be a granny square poncho. I think she has a video for the poncho as well. I don't remember for sure because I didn't use that video. But so I used her video just on how to get it started, which I probably could have figured out on my own now that I did it, but that's okay. I did use her video on how to start to do the hood on her poncho. And then I just, on my own, I did like a peak hole border. I feel like I'm yelling, it's echoing in here because there's no kids here. I did a peak hole border around the top, and that was just my own decision to do. There wasn't like a pattern on it because I just single crocheted 3. On the third one I chained 3, then I slip stitched in the first chain, and then I single crocheted 3, and I just did that all the way around the hood. And then I also did that same thing on the bottom of the poncho as well. You'll see it here. It's kind of hard maybe to see in the lighter color, but I did that on the bottom of the poncho. So yeah, and then I just did a chain. I don't remember what I did for a tie string. I did something. I made a tie. And then I did just a couple twisted fringe at the bottom of the tie. The string. She really loves it. She can't wait to take it home tomorrow. I told her she could take it home tomorrow. I have to take pictures of her yet. I haven't done that, but I will do that tomorrow. We'll go outside and do that. So yeah, this is hers. Her name is Violet. She loves purple, so I think she said purples and pinks. So this has purple and pinks in it. So yeah, this is her poncho. And the yarn I used is Mandala or Mandala, however you pronounce it. And this color is Wood Nymph, NYMPH. So it's showing it there. It shows up a little bit more true to color if I hold it up towards the light up here. But, so that's the one I used. I used a whole cake, and then this is what I have left of a second cake. So, and I think I used out of the middle on it. So, yep, so a whole one plus part of the second one. So yeah, that's the second poncho. And I think I have 2 more. That's a second poncho. That's a 4th poncho. I have 2 more left to make. So I will show you those when I get them done. Bye-bye. Okay, here we go, everyone. This is the last 2 ponchos I'm making for my daycare girls. This one is from Crochet Dreams, DREAMZ at the end, .com. It's a free, let me see the website there. It's a free hooded crochet poncho. This girl wanted hers to have a hood on it. So that's the one in on the website. Now, if you're to go on that website, it's written in blue on here. You would go to crochetdreams.com and it would be a / crochet hooded poncho pattern. You see it in the blue there. Because in this pattern on their page, they call it, you know, hooded crochet poncho, crochet hooded poncho. They call it a few different things. So if you look it up, you would want to use that wording. And then there's also a YouTube video. I didn't watch the whole video because I was able to figure it out. I think I found the pattern on Pinterest, and that led me to the web page, which then I found the YouTube video from there. So, and remember, the kids got to pick their own colors for all their ponchos. So here is this one. And she wanted black, red, and blue were her colors. And get it pulled out here. Again, at the end of the video, there'll be a picture, each of the girls with their ponchos. I will cover their faces because they're not my children to be putting their faces on here, but you'll see it on each of them. But here's this one. I'll be quiet for a minute. Go tall. So yeah, so there's the front. And then here's the hood for it. And again, I'll put pictures of her wearing it. And here, the back looks just like the front, just goes to the point. But yeah, so she wanted red, and so I go down and I just pick from my stash. And I have some Red Heart with Love. Now I bought this at Walmart a while ago. It was originally $3.87. And I bought it on clearance for $1. I've got a few of them. So, Red Heart with Love. And the color is Holly Berry. And here's what I have left of the second one. I just used some off the outside. It's a pretty full skein yet. So I used one plus some of another one. And then for the blue, I used Big Twist. And it's the Varsity Blue. And I think this is the second skein of that one as well. Whoop. Big Twist, upside down, Big Twist. And it's just their Varsity Blue. And then for the black, I used more of the black than any of the other colors, but I used a lot of the black in the hood. This was the Premier's Just 1 Pound. And this, I got at a Dollar Tree for $5. And this is what I have left of one full skein of it. So I did use quite a bit of the black. But, yeah. So, that's what's left of the black one. So that one is done. And I've got one more. She didn't want fringe on hers. This pattern, I think it would have been kind of hard to do a fringe. It's a really neat pattern. It's kind of a yarn eater, but that's okay because I have plenty of yarn to use up. That's why I'm doing these for the girls. But yeah, I'll get a little bit closer so you can see it a little bit closer. It was a fun, easy pattern once I got the pattern down. I don't remember how many row repeat it was, but you can look it up. It's a really cool pattern. Then the other girl's poncho, and I think oh, here's my paper. I tried to write a little snippet. This one was a Bag O' Day, Crystal from Bag O' Day poncho, and it's the Queen's poncho, and it's a child poncho. child size, but you can do it, you can make it any size. You just keep going, just adjust your numbers. And hers has fringe on it, and she picked pink, yellow, and blue. Then I haven't washed them yet. They're gonna get washed now. I'm gonna get them in the wash. So the fringe is kind of wonky because after it is washed, it'll lay really nice. But this is that twisted fringe. I love doing that fringe. It's time consuming, but it's a really nice fringe, especially on a kid's poncho, because they can't pick it off of there. If they untwist it, they untwist it. But the way it's done, I think it would just twist right back up. But yeah, these have not been washed yet. But here's hers. I think this is a three row repeat pattern. Really easy to do, and Crystal's videos are really nice. So, but yeah, here's that one. I started out with the pink. I did the pink and then the yellow, and I was gonna use the varsity blue, but after I did them two, I kind of wanted a softer blue on it. So I used a different blue. Now the yellow, I'm just grabbing them out of a bag here. The yellow is Daffodil. It's also a red heart with love. This one I think I'm sure I got it on sale. I don't buy yarn for regular price very often unless I really need it. But red heart with love, and it's called Daffodil, this yellow. And this is just a one skein. I didn't even use a full skein. The pink is a big twist value yarn. So yep, a big twist. And this is all 100% acrylic yarn. And this one is just medium rose. Medium rose. And then the blue is a carry-on 1 pounder, the bigger skein. And again, it's all, I haven't, didn't use anymore. I think if I would have been doing a hood on them, there's like a yarn fuzzy on here. If I did a hood on them, then of course I would have used more yarn. But seeing as there was no hood on this one, I didn't use as much. But yeah, it's just a carry-on 1 pounder. And the color is Blue Grotto. But it's a really nice soft, baby blue, light blue color. Medium blue. So, yeah. And I think that was it. So that's my last 2 ponchos. I don't remember if I made 5 or 6. These 2 are going to go in the wash so they can have them tomorrow. And yeah, that's it for this portion of the video. Each video, as you can see, because this one will be the last one, we'll have a snippet, a little picture of each of the girls, 1 or 2 pictures of them with their ponchos on. But I will put something over their face, like I said, because they're not my children to share on YouTube. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed seeing all the ponchos I have made. And until next time, enjoy your craft, whatever craft it is. See you later. Bye.